No hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
All right. You got me?
I got you, Bubba.
How's it going?
Oh, sir. Other than the fact that I've been up since before 3 this morning and I'm exhausted, I don't feel great. My heart is full and my spirits are high.
You look fantastic. By God, it's a great week to be an American. Woo!
It absolutely is, sir. It absolutely is.
Man, it's a great week. Before we jump into it, reminder, today's show is brought to you by Ensemble Co-working, Fort Worth's hub for private offices, co-working, meeting space, or virtual mail. Find your perfect workspace at ensemblecoworking.com. So this week, we're going to talk about the greatest country in the world, America, the gold-winning hockey team, the men's hockey team, and their win over the mighty Canadians, second best mighty Canadians. We are going to touch on the combine that is going on this week in Indianapolis. We're going to talk Texas baseball. We're going to talk college baseball. And we're going to talk about some quick hitters. And I think that's just about going to do it. We got a lot to talk about. So let's jump into some quick hitters. Let's start off with hockey, since hockey is fresh on everybody's minds right now.
Glory.
Mikko Rantanen, he's going to be out at least 2 weeks with an injury that was sustained against the dreaded Canadians. They're saying at least 2 weeks. That's going to be about seven games. If they're saying at least 2 weeks, that puts it at the 3-12 mark, which would be the Edmonton game. That's an important game for us and an important stretch because we hate Edmonton, and they call him Connor McJesus. Some other key injuries. Rupe Hintz is out. They actually just dropped the puck about 5 minutes ago. Tonight, I think they're playing the Predators. Rupe Hintz is out. Liam Bischel's back. Thomas Harley is healthy. And Radek Faxa is probable. I don't know. I didn't see recently. I've been watching some college baseball today, but Radek Faxa is actually healthy, which is good for us. We were kind of freaking out about that earlier. So we are good to go. Let's go. Let's talk more about some more of the quick hitters. So let's talk a little bit more about Lindsey Vaughn. Her leg was actually nearly amputated with that injury that she sustained.
That was a nasty looking accident, man.
It was bad. They call what it was. The injury was called compartment syndrome, which basically there's so much pressure around the injury that they actually had to do transfusions to keep it from basically collapsing or blowing up, basically. Pretty nasty stuff. Prayers to Lindsay. Man, ultimate champion. She's going to be an all-time. I mean, she already is an all-time great. She's already in the history books. She's one of the greatest female Olympians of all time.
Absolutely.
I hate to see her go out that way. She's probably done. Just with her age, it's awful. And just the way that it went down, she tried to compete on an injury and just made things worse. It sucks. Feel bad for her. Speedy recovery. Hope she gets better soon. On a lighter note, Falcons are expected to franchise tag Kyle Pitts. He's going to be making about $15 million on the franchise tag. He really hadn't lived up to the hype until the latter half of last season. He had some pretty good games to close it out. He deserves another shot. I don't know if the coaching staff did him any favors, or I don't know. I wasn't ready for them to give up on Raheem Morris and the coaching staff, but you have a weapon in Bijan Robinson. I think their issue was quarterback, but it is what it is. I digress. Franchise tag or not, he's a good player. I think part of the problem was the system there.
I agree. I would agree.
Former LA Rams wide receiver Robert Woods has joined the Rams coaching staff, as has Cliff Kingsbury, and Kingsbury has been named the assistant head coach.
I heard that.
Bit of a surprise.
Well, that just about it. As well as I do that just about everybody that seems to join Sean McVay, easy for me to say, Sean McVay's staff.
That's at 3 a.m. being up since before 3 a.m. catching up to you.
Sean McVay's staff, everybody that seems to join his staff at some point gets that McVay rub, and they end up going on to become a head coach. Cliff Kingsbury is trying to kind of rehab his image. He came in, he was an offensive guru. He drafted Kyler Murray first overall. The man does know his stuff offensively. It remains to be seen if he can be a head coach. He did not go to the best organization to be a head coach in the Cardinals.
No.
But I do believe that the man knows his stuff. I think he's going to be a heck of an offensive coordinator, not like the Rams need a lot of help there.
Right. Hopefully it's one of those things that'll get his career back on track. Like,
absolutely.
If there's another guy you would like to go to other than Shanahan to get your career back on track, McVay would be
McVay.
He learns from the best.
He's a Shanahan guy, so McVay came from that tree as well. So
exactly, he's one of those guys. That's where you want to go. Another interesting thing, NFL related, the NFL is considering allowing replay officials to throw flags for non-football acts. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't
that could get murky.
Could get very murky, especially when you got guys like, I don't know, AJ Brown in the league. That guy loses his temper on the side. Well, think about like 5-6 years ago, Antonio Brown. That guy was a nutcase. Who God only knows what that guy's going to do on a sideline. But I digress. That's just some food for thought. NBA news. Well, I'm sorry, more NFL news on a tragic note. Former NFL second-round pick, young kid, Rondale Moore, found dead at the age of 25 of apparent suicide, self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was selected by the Arizona Cardinals in 2021 out of Purdue. He was thought to be a first-round draft pick, and he tested well at the combine. I saw some video of J.J. Watt and him interacting. He was really hard on himself. He made mistakes, and J.J. Watt, he was like, "Man, I had a drop," and J.J. Watt was like, "What? What do you mean?" And he was like, "I dropped the ball." And J.J. Watt was like, "Oh, what position do you play?" And he was like, "Wide receiver." He goes, "Yeah, man, that is your job." Just giving him a hard time. He was like, "Dude, you're in the NFL. Like, mistakes happen. Clean it up. It's fine. It's your job.
It's going to happen. Yeah, it's going
to happen. Like, you're not perfect. Clean it up, and you'll be fine." Like, J.J. Watt, the consummate professional that he is, like, he's uplifting the rookie and saying, "Hey, it's fine. You're going to make mistakes. Pick yourself up and get back to work." But he was traded to Atlanta, I believe it was, and then he spent a year after a couple years in Arizona, and then he spent, I think it was a year or 2 years in Atlanta, and then he was signed or released by Atlanta, and then he signed for a year in Minnesota. Didn't play. He had a couple years of injuries. He didn't play last year. He was rehabbing. I believe it was a knee injury, and I think he got in his own head, and that's probably what did it, man. These guys that have been elite athletes, and when you get to a high level and you don't find the level of success that you believe you should have, it's really hard to deal with. And some of these guys can't handle it. And I believe that's what happened with this kid. And, man, you're 25 years old. Like, there are a lot of guys that don't blossom until they're 25 years old,
True story.
And this kid had a life ahead of him. Like, dude, there's life after football, man. That's why you get your degree. Like, you could go be an elite coach. Like, the head coach of Seattle never played college football, and he just won a Super Bowl. Like, there is life after football. And, guys, I don't know how many people are watching. There could be nobody watching this. If somebody goes back to watch this, guys, it's never worth your life. If you need someone to talk to, you know how to get a hold of me. Like, we love everybody. I don't want anybody to take their own life. Like,
no,
we're here for you. Bill and I both. I don't care what time of day it is. Call me. I will talk to you. Like,
definitely.
It's never worth that, man. Like, prayers to Rondale Moore's family. Like, this is an utter tragedy.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, some more lighter. I kind of found some quick hitters to hit, and they're kind of all over the place because I kind of had squirrel brain when I was writing all these down. Did you know that in 1980 there was a John Francis, aka Jack Hughes, that was cut from the 1980 gold-winning hockey team?
I was not aware of this. No,
he was cut. Now, there's no relation, but he was one of the last cuts from the 1980 gold-winning USA hockey team. And then 46 years later, Jack Hughes won the gold medal for the USA hockey team. I just thought that was a pretty cool quick hitter to throw in there.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
And NBA, LeBron reached his 22nd All-Star streak, which he kind of had a little bit of help. He's not an All-Star this year. He got the nod because he's LeBron. So went a little long with the quick hitters. Let's jump into some hockey. If you would, our fantastic and lovely production assistant, can you please help us, Miss Tiff, with putting on Mr. Jack Hughes, the hero of our Olympic? Yeah, there's one of them. There's one of them. Oh, there he is, the golden boy. Bill, take it away,
man. I got a nice little. It's almost like a little speech here, but man, this is just I was sitting here last night, and this is just what was on my heart. So I got to give that to you. It was exactly 46 years ago to the day the U.S. national team shocked the fact that the U.S. national team shocked the world in one of the greatest upsets in sports history when they took down the mighty Russian hockey machine. At that point, it was thought to be impossible. But that group of college kids did the impossible, created that miracle. In Lake Placid, New York, they were gritty, they were tough. Their coach drove them hard. Their coach, he gave the kids a common enemy, which was him. And it brought them together. It hardened them as a team. And it just this team to me, it reminded me a lot of that. Granted, this is not a bunch of college kids. These guys are all professionals, but just it reminded me a lot of that group because of the fact that they love this country, and it's not going to be like it was back in the day when that victory united America, because there's so many divisive factors. I'm not going to get into politics, but
no,
it's not like it was back then, but it did stir something in a lot of people. And just seeing how those kids are, those I say kids, I'm an old man. You all know, we all know that. But those young guys, how much they love this country and how much they were proud to play for this country and to wear that USA on their chest and wear that flag on their sleeve. It really was very moving to me. I mean, I literally cried. I jumped up and down, celebrated, screamed, and hollered, and I cried. I was very, very proud to be. I'm always proud to be an American, but even more so that day, seeing how those kids did that, and just, I mean, to me, Jack Hughes had that. He had that goal. He had the golden goal. He won it for us, but they would not have been in any position to even go there without Connor Hellebuck making save after save after save. I'm not taking anything away from that Canadian team. That Canadian team is so deep and so talented. And if we play them 10 times, they might beat us. They might beat us 9 of them. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't today. Connor Hellebuck played the game of his life. And trust me, you and I you know that I've been hard on him. He's a great player, but we've always kind of favored Otter because he's our guy playing for the Stars. Jake Ossinger didn't play a second in this tournament, but Connor Hellebuck really stepped up. There was no more wilting in the big moment. When it mattered most, the man stood up for his country. He withstood shot after shot after shot, breakaways, one-on-one. There's that fantastic save. The puck was behind his back, and he was able to swat it away with his stick. Yep. I've never seen anything like that. There was nothing getting past him after they allowed that first goal. And just, you know, he's earned that nickname. I guess have you heard the nickname?
No.
I love it. The Secretary of Defense.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That is amazing.
It is. There's a picture of him holding the symbol that says Secretary of Defense. He's got his medal here. He's showing his gold medal, and he's got a little sign that says Secretary of Defense. It looks like a presidential seal. It was amazing. And I'm forever going to be a fan of that guy and the guys on that team. I'm sure Tiff's proud. I mean, Jack Hughes plays for her New Jersey Devils, so yeah, I'm sure she's super excited about that. Yeah, and then she is a very patriotic person. I do believe she does love this country. I know she does.
Oh yeah,
she was as excited as we were. So
yeah, and again, too, like hats off to the women. The women did their thing prior to the men doing their thing. Like, we are proud of the women too. They went out there. They were they were dominant. They were literally dominant. I think they only gave up 2 goals the entire tournament. Like,
and one of them was in that game.
One of them was in the championship game.
They themselves, the U.S. women themselves, were a juggernaut.
Oh my God, they were unstoppable. They literally beat people to sleep. And they went in and dominated.
Canada made it a game. Canada made it a game. It was a good tight game.
I think what happened when they embarrassed Canada early in the tournament, Canada took that to heart. That motivated them. And when they played them in the gold medal game, Canada took that to heart. And I think the confidence of the American women, I think they went in too high on that confidence. And they find the later that game got, the American women were like, okay, we got to buckle down and do this. And I think it was kind of the same thing with the men from Canada. I think they went in thinking we have this, and America just wanted it more. The American men just wanted it more.
Well, they did what they had to do with Connor Hellebuck standing up. They made it a grind it out, ugly, physical game. So much so that everybody's seen the pictures now. Jack Hughes getting slapped in the face with a stick, blood and pieces of his teeth all over the ice.
Tooth stuck up in his like it's. But all the trolling, and we've got trolls before we go on break. I've written some stuff down, some of the best stuff that I've seen. It's going to be great to talk about. But if you watch the game, which Bill and I watched the game from start to finish on Sunday, and if you watch the game outside of the first about 8 minutes, the United States, they were tit for tat with them for about the first 8, 9, 10 minutes of that game. And then the rest of that game, it looked like Canada was in a different gear than the United States. What set them apart was Connor Hellebuck looked elite. Now, hats off to Bennington, right? He played great for Canada as well. The goalie for Canada played fantastic. Benny played great as well. He played very well. And I saw him make stops that they were – dude, he played fantastic. And can't take anything away from our guys, man. But, dude, they had McJesus. I don't care what anyone says. That dude, he is so fast.
He's on a different level from everybody else. It's not even, I don't watch them a ton, but watching them when they played the Stars last year in the conference finals, they played a different speed. He plays at a different speed.
Yeah.
Men that big, that skate that fast aren't supposed to be that skilled. He skates like a much smaller person,
and he can fit a puck in a slot that big. Like
it's just. But the thing is, Connor Hellebuck left him no slots.
Yeah.
He left him. They had so many breakaways. They outshot us by 14 or 15 shots in that game. It looked like we were surviving, and you and I were texting back and forth, and we were like, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
But he turned away shot after shot after shot, and just the resolve and the grit that this team showed. And when Jack Hughes got his teeth knocked out, blood everywhere. He waved off the trainers. He didn't want to come off the ice.
Yeah.
Dude, and I'll be honest with you.
The 5-on-3.
Yeah.
What did I text you?
See, we said we're in trouble.
I said, we're in deep shit, dude. That might be it. And what did you say? Patience, brother.
I said patience, brother. Patience.
Have faith.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't know.
I was trying to keep you right, man. But
I was like, dude, they are elite. And we just gave them a 2-man advantage. They held on. They had a 5-on-3 advantage for 90 seconds, and they held on. And
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous when we went to the final. Yeah. It's 3-on-3, and I'm like, this is stuff like this is where their speed and their athleticism and their skill is going to show up against us. It didn't. Hellebuck made more saves. Canada turned the puck over, and Zach Werenski got that beautiful cross-ice pass to Jack Hughes, who put it in the back of the net, and sent the country into euphoria. It was unreal, man. Just I don't even. I'm still almost at a loss for words. That picture. I'm gonna have that picture. Probably two of them. I'm gonna have the Jack Hughes picture with his smiling, wearing the flag with his teeth busted.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have that one of the goal of the game-winning goal.
It's iconic, dude. It's iconic.
Oh, yeah, both of those beautiful
it's
things.
Sports history. It's sports history now. I mean, like now, when you think Olympics, do you believe in miracles?
It's
now
not
you're
just
gonna
that. Yeah, it's not just that. It's not just that first one in '80. No, this it was incredible, and I don't know. It made me proud. Like I said, proud to be an American, seeing the toughness and the skill and the grit these guys showed, and how much they love this country. Also, small shout out to Pat McAfee, who he paid the entire U.S. national team's tab at a club in Miami.
Hell yes.
Not before last, and it turns out that tab turned out to be $150,000.
Pat McAfee's a G, dude. I love Pat McAfee.
He's
greatest punter of all time. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
People can talk about him, say he's over the top, he's goofy, he's crazy.
I don't care.
Whatever. I will tell you this: he is authentic. What you see there, that is his personality. That is him.
100%.
And
100%.
somebody that is their true self and they're authentic. I respect
100%.
that. Good or
Love
bad,
Pat
I respect
McAfee.
that.
Love Pat
I'm a
McAfee.
big fan of that guy. Just
he waved at me at a Dallas Renegades game right before COVID. I was like, Pat McAfee, I love you. And he looked at me and was like, you can ask Charles about it. It was awesome. So I got some quotes that I saw trolling Canada. It's pretty amazing. Here's one. Enjoy your silver medal, bud. That's pretty amazing.
Hey.
Y'all are being more obnoxious about losing than we are at winning. That's pretty funny. Here's one. I couldn't hear you over my freedom ringing.
I got to tell you, there's this, and I can't think of the guy's name right now. I'm drawing a blank, but it's a Canadian talk show host, and I've been seeing the videos everywhere. They've gone viral about how much crap he was talking before this, how we had no chance, how there was no way they were going to beat us, and then there's video of him watching the game, on air, him watching the game, and he said he said that Americans will forget about this in 3 weeks. And the guy comes on and says, yeah, we will, because we've got March Madness and opening day and the Masters, and then we have the NBA playoffs, and we'll roll right on with that into football season.
Yeah, and then we got the College World Series and because we have a ton of good things going on in this country, and that happens to be at the moment top of mind, but there's a lot of Canadian tears and Canadian people being butthurt right now because of that. I saved the best two for last. My favorite one is going to be the last one. Well, Canada, y'all will need to find a new hobby because hockey is ours now. The best one is the last one. Pipe down, East Alaska. It's called ice football now.
One of my favorites that I heard, John, it's got to be if Canada had accepted the offer to become the 51st state, they'd have a gold medal now.
Yeah, that's true. And I also heard they can't be the 51st state because they don't like being first at anything. Oh, that was a pretty good one, dude. I've seen so many people troll Canada, like people saying stuff and they're like, "Oh, that's gold. Sorry, silver."
It's just the fact that I love the fact that they talked so much. I enjoy seeing people. I do enjoy seeing people get their comeuppance when they talk so much stuff. And then they're having the crawfish or they're gone. You don't see them. You don't hear from them.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I've seen a lot of the eagle strangling a Canadian goose.
Yeah, absolutely. Big fan of that. Yeah.
There's actual video of a bald eagle killing a Canadian goose, which is kind of sad.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
At the same time, a bald eagle is majestic and fierce, so it's kind of awesome at the same time. But like when you see a lion take down a gazelle, it's like, man, that's terrible, but at the same time, that's awesome.
Fascinating. Yeah.
fascinating.
I did think it was really cool that they had the guys at the State of the Union last night.
Yeah.
You know, President shouted them out.
Yeah.
He sent a plane down to Miami to go get him. Like him or not, I think that was a pretty cool gesture.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back to talk about some. We'll jump into some combine stuff that you got, and then we'll talk baseball, college baseball. We'll be right back.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
All right, welcome back. Before we jump back into it, today's show is brought to you by Ensemble Co-working, Fort Worth's hub for private offices, co-working, meeting space, and virtual mail. Find your perfect workspace at ensemblecoworking.com. And again, before we jump into it, I want to also remind everyone our lovely producer, Tiffany, did provide the suicide and crisis lifeline. You can call or text 988-SUICIDE for someone that needs to speak with someone if you are having a crisis. So I wanted to remind everyone that you can do that. Thank you, lovely Tiffany. We appreciate that. Thank you. So,
John, can I say something real quick? Quick on that?
Yeah.
I want to encourage everybody. I mean, if you're having a hard time out there, not everybody is as lucky as I was to have people in their life like you and Charles were there for me when I was going through some really hard times in my life. You guys know that. I give you guys a ton of credit for helping me get through some really, really dark times in my life. And even if you don't have somebody that close, don't be afraid to call somebody, because I mean, nothing is worth that. Nothing is worth that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love you, buddy. I'm here for you whenever. So we've got the combine that just kicked off. Well, it just started this week. Now they're doing interviews. It's still early in the process. I think it just started. I think it was yesterday, maybe today. So it's pretty early. So a lot of the guys that they're mocking, we've all heard the names that Dallas is looking at, right? We've heard who's going to go number 1 overall. It's that dork Fernando Mendoza. He's going to the Raiders. he's a good kid, but he is a nerd. Which there's nothing wrong with nerds, guys. He's just a football nerd. That's fine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. But says the guy that has bifocal glasses on. But anyways,
You did not.
Hey, I look like a nerd. It's fine. It's cool. But anyways, the combine starts this week. We're going to get 40 times. We're going to get the bench press, then all the mocks are going to shift. Right. So, those guys that they're saying, hey, he's projected to go top 5. He's going to come out and he's going to run a 4.740. And they're going to be like, maybe he's not going to be top 10 because he runs a 4.740. Who knows what happens. Right. So, I know there's a fundamental shift in the Dallas defense. You and I've talked about this a little bit. Well, actually, I say a little bit, quite a bit. This is the best I've felt about Dallas in a long time. I feel like the Jones family has kind of let go of the reins a little bit, and they've let
Schottenheimer. Yep.
They've let him do what he wants to do with his team. They've let him make the hire, and Shoddy has let Christian Parker hire who he wants to hire. And we'll see what happens, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't think we're going to go from, potentially the worst defense in the league to the best defense in the league. But I would expect to see a markedly improved defense. So
John, if we're a average league average defense, if we're a middle of the pack defense with the offense that we have, if we get another offensive season like that and we have a middle of the pack defense, we're going to be playing a few rounds out of the playoffs. In my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right. So unless you've heard anything crazy, we can move on. If you're good with it.
Okay. Yeah. Now I haven't heard anything crazy on the combine. I do have some stuff, NFL stuff, but we can get to that whenever. It's just a few storylines, quarterback carousel.
Yeah.
Is Rodgers going to come back and play for Mike McCarthy again since McCarthy's the new head coach in Pittsburgh?
I doubt it.
Where are Kyler Murray and Tua Tagovailoa going to end up? And do the Colts have a plan B? They're certainly not going to roll with Anthony Richardson as their starter.
No,
I don't believe that. Daniel Jones, obviously, he tore his ACL. He tore his ACL last year, and coming back from that, will they franchise tag him or will they franchise tag the receiver Alec Pierce and try and work on some kind of deal with Jones? We'll see on that. It's just Kirk Cousins is about to be released from the Falcons as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And does he have anything left in the tank? Is he going to be a backup? Is he going to retire?
That's a very Indianapolis Colts-esque type move while you're waiting on Daniel Jones to get healthy.
Pick up Kirk Cousins? Yeah,
pick up Kirk Cousins, see what he's got left in the tank. He'll win you some football games if
I don't think he's going to he's not getting a long-term deal. He's not getting big money.
So. No. So he's a guy that I don't know what it costs, $6-7 million to play for a year. I mean, say, hey, let's see what you got. He's smart, if the offensive line is decent, which Indianapolis always has a decent offensive line. I mean, they've got a
good running game.
They got a good running game.
Taylor.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, let's see. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that was just spitballing right there. I mean, that would be a match.
A guy that intrigues me, honestly, is Malik Willis. Kid's got a ton of talent. He's got a ton of talent. I'm not saying he's going to be anything, but he intrigues me. I'm not saying he's going to be a world beater, but I'm curious. He played well in place of Jordan Love. Kid's got a lot of talent. Somebody's going to give him a chance.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know, a team that has – I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that I would commit big money to him right away. You show me a full season of the fact that you show me a full season and that you're playing well, and then we'll talk about a bigger contract.
Yeah.
But, and you talk about the combine. You've got 3 receivers that I think, are kind of interchangeable. Any of the 3, I could see them going really high up in the draft. And talking about Carnell Tate, from Ohio State, Tyson from your alma mater, Arizona State, and Makai Lemon from USC. All talented kids. You know, it's kind of. I think it doesn't matter what order they go in. They're all going to be really
Jordan
positive
Tyson's
players.
injury history scares me.
Yeah, I would say I would agree with that. I think probably to me the safest bet there would be Carnell Tate.
Yeah, just because he's an Ohio State kid. I think I like Lemon more, because I think
maybe upside. I like his upside more.
I like his playmaker ability more.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Carnell Tate, he's more of a secondary receiver. Now, so is, I mean, that's just my opinion, right? Like I've been wrong before, but you know. Anyways, all right.
I got a couple more, just real quick. Let me get real quick. Another Max Crosby, is he staying or going, John? So are they going to move him? Are they going to get? Are somebody going to pony up enough capital to get him, or is he going to stay there?
He stays. I think he stays. If he goes, it's to Dallas.
I'm not upset about that at all. And what about George Pickens? What are we going to do with Pickens? Are we going to tag him, or are we going to be able to work out a long-term deal with him?
Well, technically he's already tagged, right?
Yeah. Well,
but I think we end up working out a long-term deal with him.
I hope so. But we do. I kind of figured you would put this in your quick hitters, but I don't want to fail to mention that it's very disappointing. The Cowboys have offered Brandon Aubrey, $8 million, which is over $1 million more than the next guy, and it's looking like his camp wants at least 10. I can't give $10 million to a kicker, John.
He just, at this point, man, I love you, dude. He's got a tender on him. Let him walk. Yeah. If someone signs him, get a second-round pick for him.
Get that second-round pick for him. Absolutely. No, I completely agree.
Someone else can give him a second. Like, if you get a second-round pick for a kicker, that's fine. Let him go. Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick, who's your favorite player in the draft? It can't be Jennings Dunker, the big lineman from Iowa.
No.
Although he's a sexy
I do like him. I do like him.
He's a sexy man. He is.
My favorite player in the draft.
Real quick, let me give you mine. His name's Caleb Downs. I think that kid is.
It's Caleb Downs.
I think that kid is going to be a stud. And if Dallas, for some reason, decided to move up to, like, say, 6 to try and draft him, I wouldn't be mad, because I think the kid's going to be a bona fide stud because he can help you in so many areas.
I think it's Caleb Downs because he helps Dallas the most. Probably Caleb Downs.
Put him in the slot, slide him up, play him at linebacker in the nickel and in the dime. He can play deep safety. He's good against the run. He's just it sucks because he's from Ohio State, but the kid can freaking play.
He can ball. Ball.
Anyway, I'll let you have it. I just had to get that last one in.
No. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's great. All right, baseball, man. So college baseball, we are well into baseball season. We were officially 2 weeks in. Texas is 8-0. Friday night, Ethan Mendoza against Michigan State. He went 3 for 4 with 2 extra base hits and 2 RBIs. We improved 5-0 that night. Borba hit his first home run of the season. Anthony Pack Jr. hit his first home run of the season as a freshman. Ruger Riojas improved on last week's start, giving up 3 hits and 1 run across 6 innings, retiring 8 of his final 9 batters as he totaled a career best 10 Ks. He struck out 10 Friday night, recording 5 of his last 6 via strikeout.
It's the power of the stash.
It's the power of the stash. Say when. And 61 of 83 were for strikes. So what do we call that?
Oh my God, man, you put me on the spot.
It's a Wiener effect. That's what that is.
Copy.
I'm going to hit you every single time. Fair warning. So, as a staff, we mounted 14 Ks, issuing only one walk. Rookies Michael Winter and Brett Crosland and Brody Walls each pitched a scoreless frame. So, getting the rookies mixed in. Saturday, Aiden Robbins delivered the first Longhorn cycle in 11 years.
Wow. Yeah.
We beat Michigan State 3-1. He hit an RBI single in the first. He tripled in the third, hit a one-out double in the sixth, and then he hit a home run off the right field foul pole in the eighth to complete the cycle. Max Grubbs earned his first win of the season, tossing 3 hitless innings out of the bullpen, and the senior registered 9 outs despite only facing 8 batters. Man, Thomas Burns, he came in the ninth to strike out the side to take the series. He came in, and his first pitch was a base hit, right? And then he took that personally, and he flame balled, dude, 97, 97, 96, dude, and it was nasty. Credit to Michigan State's starter, Carter Monkey. He pitched his ass off, dude. Kid looked good. He allowed 2 runs over 6 1/3. Interesting stat here for you. With that win, Jim Schlossnagel became the second fastest Longhorn coach to win 50 collegiate games in program history. You know who the first one is?
Coach Gus or Augie?
Two-time national champion, Bib Falk.
Bib Falk, which the Dish Falks, State is named after him.
Bib Falk was 50-13.
Not a shock.
Coach Schloss is 50 and at that point he was 50-14. So that's elite company right there.
Absolutely.
On Sunday, Dylan Volantis. Man, kid is an effing stud, dude. Career best 9 Ks over 7 scoreless frames. He retired 15 of the last 16 batters he faced. He threw 63 and 91 pitches for strikes. Freshman Brett Crosland retired the side in order in 5 pitches in the 8th, while junior Thomas Burns struck out a pair in a 1-2-3 ninth. Texas scored all 4 of its Texas scored 4 of its.
What happened?
Texas scored all 4 of its runs in the first 4 innings and then finished the game. So very unappealing, not very sexy game. Scored all the runs in the first 4 innings and then just closed the game out. So
only thing that matters is that W, baby. It don't got to be pretty.
I told you it wasn't gonna. I mean, outside of the first night, the offense wasn't great. Didn't need it to be. I think they were just tinkering around quite a bit against better competition, getting ready for the tournament this weekend.
Gotcha.
Last night they played.
Rankings?
We're still sitting at 3. We'll get into that though.
Okay.
Last night we played UT Rio Grande Valley. We run-ruled them. We beat them 14-0 last night.
UTRGV.
Yep, UTRGV. Aiden Robbins, 3-hit RBI performance. He's tearing the cover off the ball right now. He hit a solo home run in the first, and then Carson Tenney struck out looking twice, and he took that personally, and then he hit a home run 445 to deep center. He crushed it. 445 deep center gone.
It's pretty good. Poke. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good poke. I think he hit that onto the softball field actually.
Wow. Hope they weren't playing.
Dude, I think they played tonight. Freshman Sam Cozart. Kid's got an immaculate beard, might I add, for an 18-year-old. It's ridiculous.
Respect.
4 innings of 1-hit baseball, and he struck out 8 of the 16 batters he faced. Did you catch that? His second start, He struck out 8 of the 16 batters he faced. He's 18 years old.
Pretty impressive.
I know it's UT Rio Grande Valley. I get it, right? He struck out 8 college baseball players as an 18-year-old. That's insane.
Pretty impressive.
They won 14-0, so the game was over after 7 innings. We open our 3-game slate against Coastal Carolina in the Bruce Bolt Classic.
Ooh.
I just read today they're down their top 2 starting pitchers.
Thank the Lord.
I don't think
Coastal Carolina's good. Coastal Carolina's a good team, buddy. They've developed that into that program came from nowhere. They've developed that into a really nice program out there.
I don't think it matters. Dude, I've watched a lot of baseball so far this year. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
So this weekend, UCLA swept TCU. Will Gasparino did well for UCLA. Those of you who keep score, Will Gasparino played for Texas his first 3 seasons. I think he hit 4 home runs this last weekend for UCLA. OU outscored Coppin State 57-1 in their games. Now, those of you who have never heard of Coppin State, get in line. I've never heard of them either, so I did some research.
Really?
They did go 24-24 in 2019. That's the closest they've ever been to a winning record.
Wow.
They've never had a winning record. The year I graduated from high school, which was 2007, they went 0-44 in baseball. Their baseball program started in 1980. So there's that. There's a fun fact. We got more about Oklahoma a little bit later. Tennessee dropped a series to Kent State. Yeah, that would be Kent State, the Golden Flashes. Tennessee, SEC's Tennessee, the ones that claim to be the real UT. Yeah, they dropped a series to Kent State.
They're not.
To be fair, they're picked to win the MAC, but anyways, A&M had to walk off Penn. That would be Ivy League Penn twice.
Hey, don't mess those Quakers. Don't mess those Quakers, baby. They're tough.
Man, one of them was in extra innings. They did get the sweep though. They beat the piss out of them on Sunday. They beat them like 7-1 or something like that. So go Ags.
Go flip.
Yeah. Midweek nightmares, man. So last night, San Diego State beats number 1 UCLA 4-3. McNeese was up 7-2 at one point. They end up upsetting LSU, number 2 LSU, 7-6.
That's an in-state. That's an in-state right there. That's an in-state shocker. McNeese State's also a Louisiana school.
They are. They were up 7-2 at one point, and
Cowboys.
They ended up winning 7-6. Arkansas State beat the piss out of Arkansas for the first time in program history. Yeah, they beat them 12-4. 12-4. Georgia State beats number 4 Georgia Tech 9-4. And then John's alma mater, Arizona State, run rules Oklahoma 15-3. LOL.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you play actual competition and not. Who'd they beat, John? Coppin State.
Coppin State, and then the week before they played some other freaking nobody team, like Tennessee Tech or some shit. Or maybe that was A&M. A&M played.
Was it another directional school?
Yeah, it was another like Pennsylvania School of the Blind or something like that. It was ridiculous.
That's where I was going. Very nice. Very nice.
It was ridiculous. No, those folks that cannot see, we are not making fun of you, but you don't play baseball because you can't see, and we love you, right? But you probably listen to baseball, and we still love you for it. But you probably can't hit a fastball, right? But anyways, so I was hate watching Oklahoma before the show tonight, and they actually walked off
course you
Arizona
were.
State. They walked off Arizona State. The Arizona State was winning the whole game. Yeah, I know it sucks, but they actually walked off Arizona State, which, you know, handed Arizona State their first loss. Arizona State is now 8-1, and I believe Oklahoma is 8-1 now as well. So, anyways, that is college baseball at this point. Now, I will say UCLA has lost to San Diego State and then UC, was it Santa Barbara or UC, one of the other California schools, right? Two schools they have no business losing to. The first school they lost to was, I don't remember if it was the first game or the second game of the season. It was opening weekend. Didn't get punished for it, right? Now you've got LSU, I believe, who has trailed at least 60% of their games, most of their games. They trailed in a majority of their games against Milwaukee.
So what you're saying is 60% of the time it doesn't work every time?
Correct.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ron Burgundy?
That's news.
That's
news.
Yeah. So either these teams are better than what we think, or LSU and UCLA, they're trying to work through some stuff, or they're a tad bit overrated. I don't know. I mean, I thought UCLA was going to be a little better than they are.
Yeah.
But, you know, midweek games can be hell. Don't get me wrong. That's when you're playing your younger kids. But, dude, you're UCLA.
Yeah.
Like,
they do have the projected, as of right now, the projected number one pick in the upcoming draft in Rock Chalowski.
Yeah,
his name?
Rochowski or whatever his name is. Isn't he a shortstop? Or
he's a shortstop. He is.
Yeah. I mean,
talented kid.
You've got that kid. You know, I think they have 3 kids that are projected to go top 2 rounds or in the first round, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you've got no business losing to schools in non-Power 5 conferences, period, right? If you are ranked in the top 10, you have no business losing to a school that is not in the SEC, Big 12, you know, ACC, you know, any of those Power 5 conferences, period, right? I understand early in games you're probably going to struggle with a freshman pitcher, right?
Yeah.
Because the difference in a high school and a college game, it's significant. You should be able to score runs, though, right? Like, I understand. I say that as a fat 36-year-old guy. It's easy to say that. You should, like, they're going to score runs on you because you're pitching a younger kid. But man, good night of living, dude. Like, if you're struggling to score runs on San Diego State, they're not known for their baseball prowess.
Yeah.
Is UCLA considered a blue blood in baseball?
They are.
Weird.
They are.
Right? I mean, what I'm saying is these schools that are losing, like UCLA, they better get punished for that.
Well,
you know damn well they'd punish Texas for it.
Oh, yeah.
They'd punish us. They'd punish A&M if A&M lost. So, anyways, love you guys. We'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves. And as always, hook 'em. Go Cowboys. Go Stars. America.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with